We're really excited about this hangout on air today. We're going to be talking about what we do here at the Academy and how we can leverage scientific solutions for global problems. So before I introduce my cohorts who are going to talk about what they do in their departments, I first want to give you a brief introduction to our organization. We here at the Academy have been in existence since 1817. And we are an open membership organization, which means we have members worldwide, even though we're called the New York Academy of Sciences. We have members from 140 countries, about 25,000 in total. Many of them are professional working scientists, and some of them are just interested members of the public. So it's pretty unique to be in an organization where our membership ranges from really precocious high school students to a variety of Nobel laureates. Part of our mission here at the Academy is to use science to address global problems, including gaps in the STEM education pipeline, and by STEM we mean science, technology, engineering, and math, global problems in the developing world, and we also hope to be a neutral platform to research scientists in academia, the government, and industry to help them to, discuss important topics of the day. We were the first organization to host a discussion on the HIV virus, and we were also the first organization to host a really lively debate on the H1N1 virus more recently. I want to introduce the rest of my cohorts, but first, I'm Stephanie Wartell. I'm a program manager here at the Academy in the Education and Public Programs Department. So we deal with anyone who's not yet a scientist or wishes they had been a scientist when they grew up, but instead they're just enthusiastic members of the public. I'm going to turn it over now to my colleague, Zachary Phyllis, who's going to tell us a little bit more about what he does in his department.
I'm Zach Phyllis. I'm a member of the Policy Evaluation and Transformation Group here at the New York Academy of Science, which is the least hard science area of the Academy. I started about a year ago, and my background is in economics, so I have a slightly different view, and we're tucked away in this more policy and public policy side of the Academy. We work with members of the New York area and also many international governments and organizations to try and provide neutral solutions to many research opportunities, to policy standpoints, and to general solutions to research problems that companies or governments may have. And so our big emphasis is neutrality. We try and provide solutions that will engage communities, will promote research, and stuff like that.
I'm going to turn it over now to Dr. Jennifer Henry, who will tell you what she does in her life sciences discussion groups.
Hi everyone. I have been at the Academy 3 years. As you can hear, I'm not from here. I'm from Brooklyn. Thank you for laughing.
A little Aussie humor for you.
Yes, no, I'm actually Australian, but I moved to New York 5 years ago. I was working in the journal's editorial department at Nature. Since my PhD, I knew that I loved talking about science and facilitating science rather than pipetting endless samples and putting them in freezers or gels. But enough about me and my career path. What I do at the Academy is organise discussion groups in the life sciences, and they are recurring meetings of primarily local, meaning tri-state area scientists, across a range of topics throughout the year. We were finding, as an Academy, for example, the people who work on pancreatic cancer at Columbia were meeting the people from Rockefeller that work on the same disease when they got to a conference in Berlin. And they were going, well, how come we don't know about you guys? You're just across the park. Why have we never met? So we aim to bring those people together throughout the year. They can swap results. They can flash up a gel of something they discovered last week saying, I'm not sure what this means. What do you guys think? Who wants to collaborate? Who wants to write a paper with me on this? Can I send a postdoc to your lab to work with your equipment? Really forming a community, which is a big part of what the Academy does.
In addition, we have this really great program called the After School STEM Mentoring Program, and that's primarily what I've been overseeing for the last 2.5 years. It is a way for us to bring together graduate students and postdocs who want to volunteer their time and gain teaching skills, and middle school students in after-school programs in high-need areas around New York City. The idea was pretty simple. The deans and presidents of universities, of research institutions in the New York City area said, to the Academy as a neutral platform, we're creating these world-class scientists, but we're not giving them the practice they need in order to be good teachers. And as anyone who has an undergraduate degree in science can tell you, and I can certainly attest as an astrophysics major, there is sometimes a little bit lacking in the teaching skill for professors. You're taught to profess. You're not taught to inspire a construction of knowledge in your students. So the deans and PIs and lab heads said, please help our graduate students get experience with teaching. And the after-school community, primarily run and funded by DYCD, or the Department of Youth and Community Development, a New York City agency, came together and said, we have these wonderful students, especially in the middle grades when they're figuring out who they're going to be and developing their academic identities. We have them as a captive audience after school, and we want to be able to enrich that time, but we just don't have the expertise on staff to be able to teach authentic STEM lessons. So the Academy decided to bring those two groups together. And so what I do is I recruit and train these graduate students and postdocs to prepare them to teach in the after-school environment. We have now worked with over 500 graduate students and postdocs in the last 8 cohorts, which we're very proud of. And we were also awarded an NSF grant to scale up the program beyond New York City and Newark. So now we're working with 6 different SUNY campuses, so that's the State University of New York, to create a cohort of graduate students on each campus to serve the surrounding area throughout New York State.